Hello, welcome to the weekly highlights program on Azərbaycan Television with the major developments of the week. I'm your host, İlham Məmmədov. Now first, let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. President of Azerbaijan, İlham Əliyev, chaired a meeting dedicated to the socio-economic results of 6 months of 2023. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Əliyev, arrived in the Kingdom of Belgium for a working visit at the invitation of President of the European Council, Charles Michel, on July 14th. The head of state met with President of the European Council, Charles Michel, in Brussels. President İlham Əliyev received Secretary of State of the Holy See, Cardinal Pietro Parolin.
Stressing the importance of reciprocal visits in terms of deepening the bilateral relations, President Ilham Aliyev recalled his visit to the Vatican in 2020 and his meeting with Pietro Parolin, as well as Pope Francis' visit to Azerbaijan. The head of state expressed confidence that Cardinal Pietro Parolin's visit would contribute to the expansion of bilateral ties. Hailing his meeting with the President of Azerbaijan, Cardinal Pietro Parolin conveyed Pope Francis' greetings and best wishes to the head of state, as well as his gratitude for the attention shown to the Catholic community in the country. President Ilham Aliyev thanked for the greetings and warm words and asked Pietro Parolin to communicate his greetings to Pope Francis. The head of state noted the opening of the embassy of Azerbaijan in the Holy See. Cardinal Pietro Parolin thanked for the opening of the embassy and congratulated the head of state on the occasion of 100th anniversary of great leader Heydar Aliyev. During the conversation, they lauded the successful cooperation between the Heydar Aliyev Foundation and the Holy See. Cardinal Pietro Parolin praised the ongoing work in order to restore religious monuments in Azerbaijan and highly appreciated the activity of the Heydar Aliyev Foundation in terms of ongoing restoration work in the Catholic Church.
President of Azerbaijan, İlham Əliyev, chaired a meeting dedicated to the socio-economic results of 6 months of 2023.
Addressing a meeting dedicated to the socio-economic results of 6 months of 2023, the head of state said that he was sure that the successful development of our country will be ensured by the end of the year. In 6 months of this year, our main direction was to secure sustainable development of our country, the development of the non-oil sector, the restoration of Karabakh and Eastern Zangezur, and the continuation of reforms in the economic and social spheres. As a whole, I can say that our economy has developed over the past 6 months, although the absolute figures are not particularly high, the head of state noted. Our non-oil industry grew by 6.5% and the non-oil sector grew by more than 3% overall. Meanwhile, our financial situation has also significantly improved, said President Ilham Aliyev, and mentioned a number of reasons behind improvement of financial situation in the country, such as strengthening of discipline in the financial sector, the continued reforms of tax and customs bodies, and transparency. All these factors have allowed us the opportunity to review the budget in the middle of the year and conduct reconciliation. This is very gratifying because the collected funds have significantly exceeded the forecast, noted President Ilham Aliyev. Our state budget this year has already reached a record level. It has risen to the level of more than $33 billion. However, the acquisition of additional revenues in the first half of the year allowed us the opportunity to make additions to the budget to address urgent issues, and we did that. Today, our budget is in excess of $36 billion, and of course, this has also enabled us to implement the main investment project facing the country. First of all, we should give further impetus to extensive construction work and liberated lands and increase our military power, the head of state emphasized. A few years ago, we set a goal that our foreign public debt should be below 10% of our gross domestic product. We have reached this goal, said President Ilham Aliyev, and noted that in absolute terms, the country's debt totals $6.7 billion, which accounts for about 10% of the gross domestic product. The surplus of our foreign trade balance is a very high level. The vast majority of the country is import more than they export. In our case, however, it's the opposite, and the first 6 months of the year, our surplus was close to $10 billion. If these rates are maintained, imagine what figures we will reach by the end of the year, and of course, another advantage of this is macroeconomic stability, the head of state underlined. Our two main directions after the budget reconciliation were the restoration of Karabakh and Eastern Zangezur and the increase of our military power. Regarding the first direction, I can say that everything is being implemented faster than what we envisioned, faster than we planned. We have mobilized all our resources. Already this year, we have succeeded in returning IDPs to the Talish village and the state of Laçın, and by the end of the year, IDPs will also return to the Zabuk and Sus villages of the state of Laçın. The return program is being carried out in a consistent manner, so by the end of the year, residents of 5 settlements, 1 city and 4 villages will be fully settled in their ancestral lands. In total, 100 settlements are to be reconstructed in the first phase of the Great Return program, the head of state. On the example of the city of Laçın, I can say that in just 8 months, most of the city has been completely restored, and those individual houses and multi-apartment houses are being prepared for more than 700 families there. Further steps will be taken regarding the future development plan of the city of Laçın. We must always focus on the work to be done in this area. I can say that this is the most important issue in my daily work, and we constantly monitor this work, the head of state emphasized.
President İlham Aliyev received Minister of State at the Federal Foreign Office of the Federal Republic of Germany, Tobias Lindner.
The sides noted that the dynamics of development of bilateral ties have increased and hailed the fact that a new page opened in the relations between the two countries after the visit of President İlham Aliyev to Germany this March. During the conversation, they talked about the process of normalization of relations between Azerbaijan and Armenia and the efforts made by Azerbaijan towards achieving peace. The sides exchanged views on energy cooperation and the strengthening of this cooperation, as well as the memorandum of understanding signed in the field of energy between Azerbaijan and the European Union.
On July 12th, the head of state received Speaker of the Grand National Assembly of Turkey, Numan Kurtulmuş.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan İlham Aliyev has received Speaker of the Grand National Assembly of Turkey, Numan Kurtulmuş. Numan Kurtulmuş conveyed President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan's greetings to the head of state. President İlham Aliyev thanked for the greetings and asked the Speaker to pass on his greetings to Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The head of state once again conveyed his congratulations on the victory in the presidential and parliamentary elections held in Turkey. The sides hailed the successful development of the friendly and brotherly relations between Azerbaijan and Turkey in all areas, including the interparliamentary cooperation. The president of Azerbaijan noted that Numan Kurtulmuş visit would contribute to the development of bilateral ties. During the conversation, they stressed the importance of strengthening the organization of Turkic states and cementing cooperation with this organization and Turkpa.
President İlham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva examined progress of landscaping, renovation and construction works at the Central Botanical Garden in Baku. Protection of the environment, biological diversity, and its transmission to future generations are among the urgent issues of our day. Recent climate changes, desertification, and disruption of the ecological balance rapidly increase the number of plant and animal species that become extinct or fall into the Red Book. It is also no coincidence that the state of Azerbaijan, responsibly contributing to the resolution of global issues, pays special attention to the protection of ecological balance. President İlham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva familiarized themselves with the improvement and reconstruction works carried out in the Botanical Garden. Head of Baku City Executive Power Eldar Azizov informed the head of state that according to the executive orders of President İlham Aliyev dated May 5, 2022 and 23rd of January 2023, landscaping, reconstruction and construction works related to the restoration and modernization of the modern aesthetic appearance of the garden are ongoing. works are also going on rapidly in order to reconstruct and restore the historical architectural monument called the Crescent, which is located in the territory of the garden and is in the state of disrepair. It was reported that as a result of reconstruction and restoration works, the area of the central botanical garden was increased from 39 hectares to 44.8 hectares. Car repair shops, several catering facilities, and illegal buildings of various designation were demolished. As an important natural monument, the garden plays an important role in terms of environmental protection, protection of nature, and scientific research, awareness and education of all layers of the population. According to the design, new trees of different species will be planted in the garden, and corners with modern design will be created. The head of state was also informed about the works carried out in the area where the amphitheater, lake and cafe are planned to be built according to the reconstruction design of water basins in a state of emergency. This garden scientific research institution was established in 1934 for the purposes of protecting plant species and genetic pool from the flora of Azerbaijan. There are more than 2,500 trees, shrubs and herbs in the botanical garden. At the same time, about 130 rare plants are protected here. Last year, by the relevant decision of the Cabinet of Ministers of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Central Botanical Garden was placed under the subordination of the Baku City Executive Authority as a public legal entity. The new design of the botanical garden envisages the construction of two modern orchard houses. Work on the construction of a greenhouse with an interesting facade and interior outlook is also being continued. In recent years, improvement and reconstruction works have been widespread in all regions of Azerbaijan, including Baku. In order to provide a high level of comfort and recreation of the population, new parks and numerous green lanes are built and existing parks and alleys are fundamentally reconstructed. This implemented projects not only changed the face of Baku and the regions, but also play an important role in improving the ecological situation in our country. This implemented projects not only changed the face of Baku and the regions, but also play an important role in improving the ecological situation in our country. The Idar Aliyev Foundation, led by the first Vice President Mehriban Aliyeva, also consistently supports the greenery works and the projects implemented at the state level to improve the environmental situation. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received Minister of Defense of the State of Israel, Yoav Gallant.
Yoav Gallant conveyed Prime Minister of Israel Benjamin Netanyahu's greetings to the head of state. President Ilham Aliyev thanked for the greetings and asked Yoav Gallant to communicate his greetings to the Prime Minister of Israel. During the conversation, the sides recalled their meeting in Munich this year. They held a development of bilateral relations, including cooperation in military technical area. The sides noted the role of Israeli President Isaac Herzog's visit to Azerbaijan in developing bilateral ties. They also stressed the importance of opening the embassy of Azerbaijan in Israel in terms of expanding cooperation.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, arrived in the Kingdom of Belgium for a working visit at the invitation of President of the European Council, Charles Michel, on July 14th. The head of state met with President of the European Council, Charles Michel, in Brussels. President Ilham Aliyev thanked President of the European Council, Charles Michel, for the invitation to make a working visit. The head of state expresses gratitude to Charles Michel for his efforts to normalize Armenia-Azerbaijan relations and underlined the effectiveness of the Brussels format. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, held a trilateral meeting with President of the European Council, Charles Michel, and Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia, Nikol Pashinyan, in Brussels. During the conversation, the sides exchanged views on the normalization of relations between Armenia and Azerbaijan, continuation of negotiations on the peace process, delimitation of borders, opening of transport communications, withdrawal of Armenian military units from the territories of Azerbaijan, and disarmament of illegal military detachments. The sides described these negotiations held in Brussels as a continuation of the Washington meeting. That was all for the week. Thank you for watching us and stay tuned not to miss the next edition of our program.